Hey everybody! I am back today with a sketch from a Cherry on Top, and we're going to be playing with Prima's Nature Lover collection. So every week a Cherry on Top hosts a Becky Fleck page maps sketch of the week, and you have the opportunity to win 1,000 Cherry points, which equals $5 off your next order. So that's really cool. And they do it every week, so every Thursday. I'm going to go ahead and use kind of the yellow and the aqua blue tones in this Nature Lovers collection to go with my photos. I have 2 photos on my to be scrapped pile from 2019 of my niece Ella and her brother, my nephew Ethan. I have that beautiful one right there. And then I just have a single shot of Ella. And I'm going to go ahead and trim these both down a little bit to follow the photo dimensions that are in the sketch. But then I'm going to kind of mess with the sketch anyway. So I'm going through my embellishments, kind of re-familiarizing myself with what I have here. I know I want to grab some 6x6 papers because there's lots and lots of layers in this sketch, and so I want to pick a couple of patterns to kind of coordinate with my photos and coordinate with that yellow polka dotty paper and the tone on tone print that I want to use as my background. I'm not going to follow the sketch exactly. I'm just going to follow it a little bit. So I put this yellow paper down onto my background, and while I like it, I feel like we need something between them. So I'm going to grab some craft cardstock from my stash, and I'm going to go ahead and just trim it slightly larger than that yellow polka dot paper. And I really like how that looks. That addition of that craft cardstock border really just kind of popped those layers together. I'm going to go ahead and ink all of these layers up using Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink, and then I'm going to go ahead and get them taped down to my background. I grabbed the pretty butterfly paper and this kind of blush pink 6x6 pads, and I'm going to use them, cut some strips to create the layers that are going to be behind my photos and behind this main section here. I didn't follow exactly the way the sketch had them, just kind of eyeballed it and squidged it up, but close enough. I am cutting a larger and a thicker strip of each of those papers. And then you see here, I'm going to tuck in the larger strip and then the smaller strip on top and kind of off to the side. And that gives the illusion of just having, almost like large pieces of paper, but no, it's going to just be those little strips because I don't have a ton of this. I didn't buy a ton of it. I didn't order a ton of it. I ordered a bit of it, which is perfectly fine because while I am loving playing with it, I know that I don't going to run out of photos that I want to scrapbook with it or stuff like that. So it's not a big deal. But I do want to use what I have of this line smartly. So there are my 2 photos. And next thing I'm going to do is go through the pack of ephemera because I know there are these kind of larger ephemera blocks. And I think that they're going to work. They do actually end up working quite well on this particular layout just because of the layout design. So this layout design is a really great way to get some of those larger ephemera pieces you might have in your stash onto a page. I'm going to use this Thankful for today, and I'm going to tuck it up at the top. That's actually going to end up being my title for this layout. So the photo on the right has a pretty thick, prominent mat around it, which I'm going to, in the sketch, it kind of looks like a file folder. I'm going to use some more of that blush pink pattern paper that I grabbed for the strips, just to bring a little bit more of that peachy pink color from the collection into my layout. Everything is getting inked up And then I'm going to go ahead and put down my photo, and I'm going to put down this part here because I do have some journaling, and I thought that I would go ahead and do my journaling right on that larger kind of ephemera piece. It says field notes. And then I'm going to get these other two larger pieces of ephemera that are going to kind of be like the base for some smaller clusters right there to the left of this main block of paper. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of flick through the rest of this ephemera pack. I'm going to kind of play with a couple of things and decide which pieces I think I really like and which pieces I think I can use. I know I want to make sure to include the 3 colors I've chosen to work with this collection. So I want to stick to things that have that like craft color or the yellow or the peachy pink, even a little bit of blue. I grabbed that piece that kind of looks like a pocket watch. It has a butterfly on it, and it adds a little bit more of that blue that's in the background. I also want to make sure that I add some dimension to my layout. So I have this sticky thumb foam adhesive. This was part of one of our more recent cherry boxes. I'm going to use it to pop up a couple of elements in this collection. So that little script piece says sunshine, and I'm just going through now and getting these elements down on the page because I know I like them there. And everything, again, just inking everything up with that Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink. I'm going to go ahead and do my journaling now. Not a whole lot to write, just a little bit to write, but I want to get my thoughts on these photos down on this little field notes card. And then I'm going to pull in another of these butterflies. I love these butterflies. These are part of that Nature Lover collection, and they're definitely a statement piece embellishment, but they're so pretty. I generally don't do a lot of bulky things in my scrapbook, but if I do bulky stuff, it needs to be worth it. And those butterflies are worth the bulk. They're super cute. I am going to finish this up with a couple of puffy stickers. Really love the puffy stickers that Prima did with their collections this release. They are super, super cute, and they work really well. So I'm just going to add a couple of them here and there. And then, so sitting beside my desk, I have a little organizer, and I keep little things in it, things I'd like to use up. And I noticed that I had these adorable Prima butterflies. They're like they have little gems, and they were the exact, because they're Prima, so it's like the same, their colors all match. It's that perfect minty tealy color that's in my background, and I thought those would look beautiful. So I went ahead and added 3 of them, and they were the perfect finishing touch to this layout. I hope you will head over to the Cherry Crafters Facebook group or the message board, add a cherry on top, and come play along with these sketches. It's always a really, really fun sketch, and I highly recommend it. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.